Hello. It is I. That right, you know. Sup? How's it going? Welcome back to a new stream. How y'all doing? Firstly, fuck your title. Secondly, did Cap inspire you for this title? No, memes did. But hello, Bliss. How you doing? I'm Uzi. Fuck you, Cap. Love you too. Nice. Get a room, you too. So how about those Mets? I don't fucking know. I don't watch baseball. Mets baseball? I don't know. I have slept a combined total of 3 hours since yesterday. I have slept 6 hours. Mets is baseball. I was correct. Nice. That's the most knowledge I have of baseball. SpaceX did another test launch today. They caught the booster even though it had 2 engines down. However, the ship lost control after 4 engines turned off, causing a tumble. All about the Mets, baby. All about the Mets. Anyways, welcome in, everybody. Today, I said we're doing some Veilguard today. A lot of story progress last time. Now we're gonna make more. But also, DLC for Age of Mythology just came out, and I figure probably best to let a few patches get in for that, you know? Welcome back to Dragon Age, the Veilguard, where last time the wolf inside Rook. Yeah, that completely summarizes Solus. Correct, Muzi. Anyways, last time we got some dinner with Tosh and Balara and Isabella of the Lords of Fortune. I've been hardcore vibing to it. Probably next week. Like, there was literally, as I, like, right before I started up stream, there was like a 6 gigabyte patch for the game. The DLC is Chinese inspired. Draws from Chinese mythology. And apparently has like a 9 map campaign. So I'm like, oh. Probably gonna play that before I get to making the Odyssey in the map editor. But actually, anyways, Dragon Age the Veilguard. Last time we got some din with Balara and Tosh and Isabella while they shared stories. And we learned that amongst the Lords of Fortune, you fuck up, gotta pull a bar, which is basically just doing like a rep of push-ups. Veilguard soldiers, let's go. Hell yeah. Like, if those somehow are not in the game, I'm gonna be pissed. I know nothing about the Chinese DLC. It was in the Enhanced Edition, but I was no longer playing the game by the time it came out. They apparently have like one more DLC planned. A new one. Anyways. Derailing aside. Dinner with Lords of Fortune was had. Then we went to do Emmerich's story, as he is, confronting a woman by the name of Johanna Hesenkopf, who has obtained a magic lantern thingy that can siphon people's souls. And we assume that she is going to use this to become a lich. So she is hosting a little soiree at an abandoned mansion that apparently a bunch of people don't find that suspect. But we go to attend it. We send Manfred, our Skella lad, in to like the place proper to kind of mingle with the guests, act like a servant, an undead servant there, while the rest of the party kind of infiltrates the manor. We kind of find a balcony to kind of listen in on the going-ons of the party as we overhear some people talking about a book that this dude heard about. As he apparently has some information on where to find some things, or some information about Hesenkopf. So we go to the library in the manor to find said book, fight some undead, find a book, and then kind of bring it to Manfred, who's kind of there waiting for us. And we then overhear that same guy kind of talking about a shrine or something that used to be part of the manor. And we're like, well, we haven't seen a shrine, so it must be hidden somewhere. So we go exploring, eventually finding a segment, or I guess entering into a segment of the mansion we couldn't access earlier due to it being locked with a key, which Manfred managed to swipe. Look at Manfred doing things on his own. Hell yeah. So we infiltrate this new wing of the mansion, and find some notes and whatnot about Hesenkopf's plans. Basically, all the people she invited to this party are people who have slighted her in some way. So it's basically a revenge invitation list. We continue exploring as the underneath the manor, as eventually kind of gives way to like this large open cavern, and we see a Reaper from Mass Effect, but skeleton. With like the human Reaper from Mass Effect 2. It looks very much like that, but as a skeleton aesthetic. Looks pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, we have a confrontation with Johanna Hesenkopf, and she's like, I'm going to become a lich in the form of this giant skelemech. She activates it and starts to, siphon the souls from all of the party goers after like announcing like, all you people who've wronged me, fuck you, your soul is mine. And then the city, and then we had to face her as Manfred. I forgot about the pivotal moment with Manfred. We had to like interrogate a corpse for a bit, and during that, Manfred spoke for the first time. In fact, he said several words. In fact, through this mission, he said several words, and like the face that Emmerich made when Manfred spoke a word for the first time, utterly wholesome. Like so much proud dad energy. So that was cute. But anyways, Manfred, as we can't really get close to the Skelemech, or rather, Emmerich is kind of too fearful of his own life to truly tap into the power of the soul lantern to kind of free the souls within it, Manfred kind of goes forth and yoinks the lantern, kind of deactivating the Skelemech. But he gets, attacked by Hezenkopf, and killed, re-killed, I guess. Manfred's a skeleton. And that gives Emmerich the courage to release the souls within the lantern himself, seeing Manfred's bravery. So then, he does that. And yeah, we win. We defeated Hezenkopf. But Manfred is dead. And so we have a scene afterwards where we are back in the necropolis, as Emmerich has to make a choice of whether he wants to revive Manfred, bring his little wisp of curiosity back into the vessel, or become a lich, as the Lich Lord, one of the Lich Lords of the Morn Watch, shows up and basically offers him that ultimatum. If he's able to accept the finality of Manfred's death, he'll become eligible to become a Lich Lord. But if not, it shows too much of an attachment to life, and therefore he disqualified from becoming a Lich. And Emmerich weighs the pros and cons, and then kind of turns to Rook and is like, "What should I do?" And I'm like, "Yo, you gotta bring back the boy." So he brings back the boy, or at least says he's going to prepare to bring back the boy. As we then have a little, I guess, epilogue scene after that mission, where we talk to him, and it's like, "All right, what do we need to bring back the boy?" And he's like, "Well, not much. I just gotta kind of call for it." And so he does so, and yeah, he brings the Manfred, the boy, back, as Manfred reawakens. There's a little spark of magic to him, as Manfred can now use magic. And we have a little scene back at the lighthouse, where Manfred got some new duds, got a nice new coat, a little mage's coat, as Manfred has become Emmerich's pupil, student of the arcane arts. It's been very nice, very awesome. After that, we then do Davrin's quest of rescuing griffins, as we go to Hossberg Wetlands, meet up with Davrin there, and kind of speak to a Grey Warden that had encountered Isaiah, the Gloom Howler, that captured the griffins in the Deep Roads. Kind of tells us where to get there, and then dies. And so we go down the Deep Roads and find a Grey Warden kind of guarding the entrance to this place, as this Grey Warden is kind of completely blighted through, and seems kind of brainwashed by the Gloom Howler, and kind of talking as though they're in Weishaupt. So we have to fight the dude, as Davrin's like, "You have forsaken your oath as a Grey Warden, not met your end through the calling." And yeah, we go through these doors and find a Deep Roads version, an underground version of Weishaupt, which is weird, as apparently Isaiah has been constructing, or I guess reconstructing, Weishaupt underground for who fucking knows how long. I think she was like basically since like the fourth blight, I guess. And you know, we fight our way through, fighting Darkspawn and blighted Grey Wardens, until eventually we come to the Weishaupt's war room, where we find the first warden, who was supposed to have died at actual Weishaupt, when we were there at the siege. He was supposed to have sacrificed himself trying to defeat the Archdemon, that Gillenane immediately rendered in vain. But then we rendered not in vain. So yeah, first warden is there, kind of struggling against the blight, as you know, he tells us that Isaiah kind of comes in here every so often to kind of stare at a griffin wing feather, and is like, it seems to hold some sort of value to her, so take it and confront her, and then asks us to, like, you know, kill him before he succumbs to the blight fully, become a darkspawn, and Davern does. So we grab the feather and then go to confront Isaiah. As we fight her. She's jumping around all over the place with a Despair Demon's moveset. But yeah, eventually we defeat her, and kind of question her motives, basically, as she is, despite being a darkspawn, still intelligent, but heavily traumatized by the events of the Fourth Blight, as she was ordered by the Grey Wardens to blight the Griffins, and like in her blighted madness, she is doing it again, and we kind of point out the hypocrisy of it all to her, and she's like, "Oh shit, I'm the bad guy." And falls into despair. Love when a game lets you talk down villains. I mean, it was technically after the boss fight, but still. Yeah, it technically happened. But the Griffins are now free, as we have rescued the Griffins, and afterwards there's kind of like a little scene as we're in Arlington Forest. We've got, what was the guy's name? Eldrin. Eldrin and Evka are there, as we basically decide what to do with the Griffins. We saw, kind of reflecting back on the kind of more caring nature of the Griffins, and kind of like steward of like nature side, Eldrin kind of argues like you should let them stay in Arlathon and kind of defend the wildlife here, the forests here and whatnot. As Evka was meanwhile like, hey, like we've already got the Eries set back up, or setting the Eries back up at Habsburg, so it's like we're ready to take in the Griffins. And I decided to let them be guardians of nature, of Arlathon. And like, you know, I'm just also like, you know, let the Griffins repopulate. There's only like 10 of them right now. Maybe don't immediately make them into war mounts, you know. So like there's that. Maybe don't do that while they're like on the cusp of actually becoming extinct. So like, yeah, let them prosper in Arlathon. Honestly, yeah. Generations down the line after they've repopulated, sure, re-domesticate them. But like, you know, let the population recover first. That was my argumentation, as I chose let them be stewards of nature. And then he ended. Yippee! So we continue.
Eldrin thinks that with enough training, the Griffins can watch over Hala all by themselves. They'll be able to spot the sick or injured faster than we ever could.
What about driving off poachers?
When the griffins get bigger, they'll be able to take on anything. But for now, they can warn us if they spot hunters.
Yes. Ugh. Look at that. Look at them griffins. Oh, it doesn't let me pet them. Oh, they got like little nests.
This is a holler. It is not food, it is not your dinner, it is your responsibility. You will learn to protect this holler as if it was your own family. Yes, even a son.
Nodders. These boys. Very cute. Very excellent. From the necropolis. A letter. Oh, it's already selected on it. Well, from the necropolis. Dear Rook, I was pleased to hear Manfred has been restored to the fullness of unlife. Keepsake and Curio also pass on their congratulations. Our guardian spirits are always glad to see one of their number discover the gift of elocution. And Manfred has been dutifully listening to their advice. How much he has absorbed, I leave to Emmerich to guess. The professor has earned the pleasure of seeing his pupil grow. Cordially yours, Watcher Marina, Keeper of the Seals. Alright. Follow up convos. We're doing quest whites. Words of a wolf. Talk to Solus. We gotta talk to the wolf inside us. The actual reason why the stream title is the way it is. Because I knew.
How are you doing, Tosh? Sleep well last night?
Hey, yo.
You were there. You tell me.
A bunch of cuties. They fucking. Like, oh, they fucking. Okay.
Nev, I just wanted to say what you did back in Arlathan. Thank you. Really, you're a good friend. A really, really good friend.
You helped me as much as I helped you. But you're welcome.
I never had a sister, but, well, you're one to me. And that means a lot.
Trying to pull the heartstrings means a lot to me too, Belle. And right back at you.
Aw. Group so wholesome.
He's courageous, and I do enjoy his stories. I didn't expect it, but Strife and I are getting along quite well. But where to go with him?
Nev always wants to visit this fish fry stand in Minrathus.
Ah, youth would make even that a romantic evening.
It was. I hope.
Dating advice?
Sorry, Emmerich. Rook might be better at this.
What does that mean?
Rook, quickly, Strife will be here soon. Does wandering Arlathan's groves or exploring its caves, filled with lightning insects, seem more romantic?
Does it matter where you go?
If you and Strife are just out for fun, I'm sure any place is good.
Strife's is a life of danger, constantly exploring, sometimes hunted, often alone. Whether or not he knows it, a man like that needs romance.
And you're gonna give it to him?
Wait, yo.
Oh,
Hold on.
eventually.
Hold on. Hannah's technically getting into a polycule?
How long have you and Strife been seeing each other?
Not for long. He inquired about my corpse whispering, then presented me with the most exquisite jeweled skull. One thing led to another.
There you go.
That's some present.
Wasn't it?
I'm... Considering Strife is quite literally a spirit of strife, I feel like there's gotta be a little bit of strife to the date, right? In other words, I think the suspension bridge effect would have a great effect on strife.
I bet Strife would be more interested in the insect caves.
You're right. A rendezvous fitting for a man of action.
All set. Where are we heading, Emmerich?
I thought we'd visit those fascinating sounding caves
Oh, wait.
under the waterfalls.
One of my favorites. I hope you're up for a climb.
It's
There's
the
a part where
elven
the
guy.
stones grow some eyes.
Thrilling. I'll find some extra rope. Until later.
That's what I like about your friend, Rook. For a city mage, he's not afraid to play in the mud.
Should I
Right,
wait
the
up?
kind of spirit is spite,
Don't
not
bother.
strife. I'm dumb.
It's not a real outing if we don't come back till sunrise.
Hey, yo. I misinterpreted that situation hard, all because I forgot the name of Lucana's spirit. Ooh. Yikes. Whoopsie. I'm over here thinking, like, yo, is Lucana's dating two people? But no.
Rook.
Canis. I miss Rex.
Maybe tomorrow. Swimming? Don't push your luck. You're still learning how to fly.
You two have come a long way since we met.
Yeah, and he's still just a cub.
Wait till he's a teenager.
It's all about emotion with his son. What makes him happy, what makes him sad, or afraid. He's pure that way. No hiding anything. He likes you, you know it. He doesn't like you, he won't hold back.
What about me?
He's taken a shine.
Yeah?
Listen, I wanted to thank you. Without your help, the Griffins would have gone extinct all over again. You stepped up. They have a home because of you.
Eldrin and the Dalish will take good care of them. It's the best choice for the Griffins. And I bet Hassan's brothers and sisters will agree.
He says as long as there are clear skies to roam, warm sun to nap, and bellyfuls of food, they'll be happy.
A Griffin's word is good enough for me.
Till Tosh teaches him how to swear.
That might actually be fun. See you around.
Doug statue. fucking taller than me. Fuck is that? Oh. Little dragon statue. Whoop. Not what I wanted to do. Yeet myself into the fade. Okay. Now we just check. Yeah. I'm missing one treasure chest there. And I'm also pretty sure it's probably in a place I can't get to. Missing one for like everything. Alright. I want to see if there's two areas that I haven't been able to access before are accessible yet. Now that we've finished Davern's quest. Oh. Oh.
Move fast.
Nope, still closed. At least that one is.
Nice hit, Nev.
My job's done. Your turn.
So there's that path, which is blocked. There is this path. A little tiny path.
Eyes open.
No. Okay, that path is still blocked. Paths here. I imagine if those two aren't open. That one's also. Crossroads. Sell our shit. And we'll continue main story. Bleep bloop. Soul of a city. Aided the shadow dragons in their
You would
fight.
have let Sam walk.
Real.
That's what he wanted. Didn't seem right to make the decision for him.
Not sorry he stayed, though.
I would have been miserable if he left. You must be happy about it too. Who would you spoil without a son around?
Spoil? That bird spreading rumors about me again.
Our boy. Petrified dragon egg. The gleaming bandit. Hey, that maxed it out. There we go. And we got like every faction maxed out. Let's go. Okay. Pretty sure I bought everything for them. Lords of Fortune. No. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I say Black Emporium, but I don't think Black Emporium takes money. I think I literally just spent all of the resource I had for that. Hey, buddy.
Ready to level up your punching
What do you got?
experience?
Extravagant plate. Ugh. Let me see what it looks like.
Punch an on-tom for me.
Sure. What the fuck? Got like a little wing. I do like this arm though. This arm's cool. I hate how the breastplate doesn't match the coloration of the arms though. We're sticking with the silly muscle queers. We're not even just muscle queers, the muscle armor.
The mages are mistreated, but I had to flee my home in Darismude because of how the Chantry treated mages in Ravine.
What?
The Templars saw a circle where mages lived peacefully with spirits and did not leave their families and invoked the right of annulment. They killed countless mages and their families, and so I fled here to live where neither the Q nor the Chantry could threaten my safety.
I didn't know. I still live down in Ferelden.
Did you not have circles for mages in Ferelden?
Well, yes, but...
Like to find, you can literally call the rights of annulment in Origins. And just kill all the mages.
Now look at him. A Grey Warden and a legendary monster hunter. And he uses a sword and shield.
Wait. Freely?
Indeed. Fighting with what you called a losing strategy, this valiant elf defeated the corrupted archdemon of Gillenane herself. Watch how he accounts for himself in the Hall of Valor if you wish to learn.
I'll try not to disappoint.
Spirit of adventure, I'm guessing.
Rescued some Dalish from being Archdemon breakfast, didn't you? Wish I could have seen the look on Elganan's face.
He was pissed.
Looking to fight?
No.
Fine, fine. Everyone gets scared.
Yeah. A little notice board. Okay, nothing on it. Alrighty. Oh, Gavin has a quest. Me delaying talking to Solus as much as possible.
Did you get it?
Get what?
The gift basket, as an apology for prying, you know, about you and Tosh.
What exactly was in the basket?
Oh, you know, things. I can't remember now that you ask.
Balara.
Well, oils, mostly. And chocolate.
I would have remembered an oil and chocolate basket.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say that Tosh probably found it. Just like used it.
Harding keeps asking me what your favorite foods are.
Why is she asking you?
I think she wants to surprise you with something.
But you told me. It's not a surprise now.
I'm pretty sure whatever Harding makes will be surprising no matter what.
What does that mean? Asa.
Rook, I had an idea.
Yeah?
I figured it's a good time to check in with Eldrin. See how his griffin training is coming along. Want to come with me
In like
to Arlithan?
20 minutes.
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
Home roost. Check on the griffin. Is on. We're gonna check on your brothers and sisters. Big cutie. I was just wondering, is Manfred up here for more challenges of the mind? Manfred, your cool cloak billowing in the wind. But I see he still hasn't learned how to use anything other than paper. Oh, we're tied. I win. Let's go.
Johanna,
Valkaran?
until we find a suitable method of penance in the necropolis, you're to be confined under the eye of a watcher, lest you slip your bonds.
How magnanimous of you to volunteer.
A challenge for us both.
Oh. You've just got Johanna's skull now. Alright. Sure.
Are you doing all right, Rook?
Don't forget to take breaks.
I don't need breaks, Varric. We've got a wall of coffee. I haven't looked at it in a while. And there's still like a bunch of things I don't got. Peace. You have that in so many colors. This one's offset. Brr. The silent caw. Uh-huh. You then have this. Very official looking. You have the same coat as Manfred. You remember we just got. All right. There you go. Oh, it also looks all right. A lot of arm I don't have. Books. All right. All right, Solus. Yeesh.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. Whatever my frustrations with them, it feels good to have helped my people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I've found most objectionable. You have met him now. Heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind. And you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The two of you are too much alike. Both of you want to be in charge.
I have no desire to be in charge.
No. You just want to be able to correct anyone who's not doing everything the way you'd have done it.
I see you have been observing me as well during these conversations.
All right. I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
Yes.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
Made you look bad. Like worshiping Elgarnon.
Let me guess. You tried to tell them what they were getting wrong and they didn't believe you?
There are few things that frustrate me as much as ignorance. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fanharel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And the Fade is the realm of dreams. Hard to present that as evidence.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
Rue. Before we continue this conversation, though, I got called down for dinner, so we're gonna take a little break. Boop. Boop. I am back. I don't know what the dish is called, honestly. Like, pasta. I don't even know what kind of pasta. Like a dense, kind of flat, thin pasta. Sausage, chimkin, shrimp, which I picked out because I don't like shrimp, and like a sauce. I think the sauce was Alfredo. It's alright. I don't really like shrimp, though. Alright, Solus. We're talking about trolling Elgarnon.
Last time I got his attention, he got angry enough to come after us with the blighted dragons. Hopefully this baits him into a mistake we can use against him.
Every act of resistance is a thorn in his side. He will break soon. When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool.
Wow.
Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
You have earned the respect of the Dreadwolf. Yep.
I'm impressed you got that out without choking on it.
If I could not admit when I was wrong, I would be no better than Elganon. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
Yeah?
Except for Inquisitor Llewellyn.
I said that I resolved to do so, not that I succeeded. She is a good woman. Growing close to her was selfish of me.
Do you regret it?
I live with countless regrets. Some of them I have grown to cherish more than my victories.
Thank you for sharing that. So, what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
Hi, Neko. How you doing? Thank you for the subscribble. You've made a poor financial investment for 22 months in a row.
Elganon's recovered his own archdemon, and the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
Froggy chair. That's why we'll win.
We've done some great work underwater. You know why no one else can save the world except us? Why the Inquisitor told me it had to be us. Because we don't give up. Knock us down and we come back swinging.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before.
Not without help, we didn't.
So we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
What about the Venatori? How about the Veil Jumpers?
I can think of a few options, but I'm open to suggestions.
Wardens have run dry. Nothing new is moving in the deep roads.
And the Veil Jumpers couldn't find any trace of Elgernon or his archdemon.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods.
I love Emmeric's like
Any more
little
details
throne.
From the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
Did Viago tell you how much time we have?
Days to weeks. Nothing more precise.
Well, that's our best lead so far. Track those supplies, and we should find the gods.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Oh, a second meeting.
With everything she's been doing in the south, we owe her an update.
I'll let her know.
Today could have gone better. But it could have gone much worse. We fought off the Venatori and rescued the Dalish. That's a win by any standard. Rest up, and be ready to go. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
I love the implication just now that like because that like, you know, good job today. Like today was the day that we like infiltrated that Venatori like temple with Elgernon in it and rescued the Dalish. And then I did every single companion quest. All in one day. Yo, we speed running? Speed running the apocalypse? Legacies and Legends. For the love of Treviso. Home Roost. Echo, how you doing? Now that we're out of a cutscene. What you up to? A letter from the Hosberg wetlands. Rook, we have continued to study changes in the Blight. Our latest findings are very interesting and disturbing. We can't let this spread continue. We'll catch you up the next time you're in the wetlands, Antoine. Something's coming. Feeling pretty froggy, chair. Watching you and playing Elden Ring. Nice. How goes the Elden Ring? How goes the Dark Souls of dating sims? It Eldens? Nice, nice.
Was this your ultimate goal? All that death and destruction in order to rule the capital?
It would have been magnificent. Nuvara,
I hate
bowing to a leader who'd make use of
I hate what's going on
its
with that
greatest
texture right now.
Your enormous bone construct would have destroyed half of Navara City.
Well, there would have to have been some rebuilding before progress could begin.
Listen, not my fault I have to marry a princess to get the sword I want. Yeah, but like, when's... Which princess are you marrying? Don't worry, I won't judge. If it's Ronnie. Otherwise, I'll judge. But I won't judge. You can only marry one. Yeah.
So, Tosh, the way my lyrium magic shows up when
When I
It's
pick
Ronnie.
you up and pin you to the wall and bite your shoulder.
together. When we're together. I just wanted to make sure my lyrium wasn't hurting you.
I'm mostly fireproof.
It's not fire. I'll make sure it's okay next time we're together.
You're gonna have other stuff to think about next time we're togethering.
Yo.
You're impossible.
Yo. They flirt so much now. They love each other.
Rook, hi, hey.
Hello. I feel like I haven't seen Nev in her room since, like, we did her quest.
All right, say we take down Elganon's archdemon.
Hold on. You're talking about winning? Aren't you more glass half empty?
It's hypothetical. But say we win. Last archdemon, isn't it? And a monster that big. Where do you go after that?
Wherever Hassan takes us, let him lead for a while.
Fair enough. Let Hassan do what he want to do.
Rook.
Lucanus. Shepherd. Rex. Literally no. Davron's not here. Yeah. Got some more. Book club notes. Second meeting. Notes for our second book club meeting. Attending Balara, Nev, Harding, Emmerich, Lucanus. Book Mistress of the Scarlet Moon by Irian Kestis, chosen by Harding. Notes taken by Balara. Notes. Harding felt the archery scenes were very unrealistic, spent 7 minutes demonstrating that the shots described were completely impossible. Broke 3 lamps. Emmerich thought protagonists made very realistic decisions, felt that the number of songs in the book was excessive. Balara, me, lost copy of the book halfway through reading it, was still able to guess the plot twist correctly. Nev commented that the book made her hungry, elaborated that it was not the blood. Lucanus felt the book accurately conveyed the boring parts of being an assassin, did not enjoy book. Dice rolled and Lucanus picks the next book. Alright. Alright. A Warden future. There's never been a lot of writing about what happens after the last archdemon's fall. It was lifetimes away for the wardens before us, and our lives are shorter than most. I didn't think about it either. It's sad in a way. People couldn't imagine a day it would end or that things would have a chance to get better. Not as a break between the last bad thing and the next. A chance for Thetis to recover for longer this time. Given all we've seen, maybe it needs that more than we know. The blights change, so stopping archdemons won't end our work. Maybe that should still feel sad, but it doesn't. There's a world here to fight for, and we can win. Excerpt from Evka's journal. A small blue flower is pressed alongside it. Did you do Laconis's quest line yet? I have done everybody's quest line. Yes. Okay. Freed from the Evanuras. Today, in coordinated strikes along the eastern coast, agents of Fen-Harel liberated slaves bound for Andruil. The slaves had their life forces cruelly bound to magical wards that were supposedly set to defend Arlathon against enemies from across the sea, but which were in fact being siphoned for Andruil's personal empowerment. These slaves are now free, recovering their strength and safety. People of Arlathon, the Evanuras would have you believe that such suffering is necessary, that your only worth is in service, and that they must bind you to protect you from outside aggression. They are lying. You are the strength of Arlathon, not them. When you see the truth and are ready, call to Fen-Harel, and he will break your shackles. What did you think of Lucanus' ending? I mean, he became first Talon. He doesn't seem to want the position. But, you know, still got family. He also spared, what's his face? Sus guy. So, we'll see if that has any repercussions. About the freed slaves. We got word from the warding sites, many dead, far more than the casualties we inflicted. The story being spread is that we killed everyone. Andrew's servants made examples of a few and claimed the Dreadwolf is trying to weaken Arlathon by attacking servants and destroying the wards. It's hard to tell what people will really believe now. I know you're likely berating yourself reading this. Just remember the faces of the people we saved. We can't control what the Evanuras do. And yes, we have to keep playing up the Dreadwolf. The people need someone they believe is strong enough to protect them, or they'll never join us. Don't worry. Promise to mock you viciously if you ever start believing these stories yourself, Velasin. Well. Kind of plays into it now. Very much so.
Abundance.
Dun. Nobody has anything non-level 10 equipped now. Okay. Why does it only show Nev's icon there? Like, Davrin's also there. Yeah, I was disappointed that the options were imprison or let go. Like, are the crows killers or not? The guy causes so many problems. Yeah. I mean, chances are they're probably going to execute him. Anyways. But, like... you know, a semblance of justice. Something's coming. Alright, we'll do... Home Roost first. Yeah. I've got everybody at hero mode except for Nev. Which I'm not sure if there's more to her storyline after Aelia, or if we just can't get it because what happened with Minrathis. I don't know. Is at the end of the day, it was Lucanus' decision, so I can't be too mad.
When the Griffins get trained up, we'll be able to spot intruders from the air.
What about the Grey Wardens? Are they sore about the Griffins coming here?
Disappointed. But I talked to one of them, Evka.
We might let them borrow a few of the animals now and then.
There you go.
Like a field trip?
That's what I wanted.
For griffins.
Evka called it a cultural exchange.
Why I chose the Veil Jumpers.
Scouts say Venatori are up to no good.
They're always up to no good. What do you mean? But yeah, I am a little sad that a lot of these quests kind of end with a with like pick one of two options kind of thing, you know? He's fine. Right. Meet Eldrin and Arthon Forest. Now that the Griffins are free, Davin wants to know how his feathery charges are adjusting to their new role.
Eldrin, how's the training going?
Just a minute. Poachers are nearby. The Hulla are in trouble. Quick, to your positions. Go!
Ever tried gingerwort tea? Heard it's got some kick.
You're joking. Who in their right mind would drink that?
Yeah, who would?
No one I know.
Though I did hear worms are a big hit with griffins.
Worms? Who said that?
Irv Mater. He's a wise old elf I once knew.
Right.
Looks like you met your match there, Eldrin.
They know none of this is real. Won't waste the effort.
You need to rouse the raptor in them.
That gives me
Gotta get that dog in 'em.
Wait, what's happening?
The Hulla are in trouble. An unarmed hunters nearby. Attack!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No.
Got it!
That's kind of funny. A new calling helped a fearless warden find his new calling. Gee, thanks for taking me on this trip, Davrin. I'm so glad. Gee, thanks. Oh, the Griffin's new home. Mail. Rook. It was good you stopped by with Davrin to see how the Griffins are growing. One of them, Hades, is a faster learner. She came by the other day and flung a knot snake down at my feet. Nasty things. Unnatural and twisted by magic. They can clear an area of wildlife in less than a day, then start a nest the next that sucks the plants dry. Hades had torn it to pieces. Clever girl. I think these Griffins are now exactly where they need to be. Take care, Odin. Hello.
Do you ever think about your calling?
Wardens will claim they don't, but of course we do.
Everything the wardens do for us. And their final reward is just one more sacrifice.
When the time comes, the calling's almost a release. The nightmares and the voices are too much. It's when wardens refuse death that the problems start.
I wish there was something else we could do for them. For you.
We know what we sign up for.
Yep. Oh. They know the cost better than anyone. Was it like in war sacrifice?
It's a simple test.
I am not loosening any of the wards around you simply to see whether you can learn new spells again.
Do you have any idea how frustrating that was, Valkarin? To be completely frozen in my spellcraft? And I could have fixed it by channeling through the skeletal construct that you destroyed. Speaking of which, what have you done with it?
That subject remains closed, Johanna.
I'm not liking these little dialogues. Yeah, we just have a major antagonist of the game. Just chilling as a skull in one of our party members' rooms. But
So Tosh, look, Lucanus and I are...
I get it.
Get what?
He's a crow. Dangerous. Deadly. You have to trust that he won't kill you every time he touches you.
Oh, no.
And you're a mage. He's a mage killer. It's like you're his prey.
Not what I'm into, but thanks?
Anyway, I'm happy you two are doing it.
Thanks, Tosh.
I'm happy you two are fucking. Yep. Good old Tosh.
Everything all right, Rook?
You hear what they're talking about? Right outside. Glad you two are doing it. What a fucking line.
Oh, hey, Rook.
Laura, like, never comments on anything happening in the story. That's kind of sad. Alright. Something's coming. Everin and... Hen. Griffin Daddy? Amazing. Pardon. Grey Warden business, so, like, you know. Gotta bring the boyfriend.
Remember to breathe.
No.
Does Arlington have a lot of truffles?
Yes.
Probably. Why?
For the griffins.
Yes.
Davrin, Dad says the griffins are okay.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Griffin Daddy.
What are you after today?
I'm poor.
Heading out?
Hopefully I'll be less poor after this.
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
Uh-oh.
It's answering to something other than gods.
That's not ominous at all.
You sure you're not underselling the scariness there?
I don't know. We could try again.
And give Rook nightmares?
So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
A tree.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean... Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Should you have told me all this about the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the Blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Fair enough.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the Blight, more than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So, how do I help?
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their Blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The Blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Okay. Go beat up a tree. I still think it's that one tree.
Two blighted dragons.
We stopped them. I helped stop them.
Oh yeah. She's proud of that. What's going on here?
Figures there was a dragon. It could have been worse. Without Rook and the Wardens?
True enough.
All right. Let's find the Blight eruption.
Food here?
There's nothing there. Where am I actually going? Ah, we're going this way.
When you sense the Darkspawn, how do you tell if they're close or far?
You just... I haven't thought about it. You... No, I'm overthinking it.
I've been doing that since the joining.
How's Lavendale?
Some people were wounded in the Darkspawn attack. But without the Wardens, and you, we wouldn't be here.
I'm basically an honorary warden at this point, honestly. Someone lost their coin first, and I'm just like, mine now.
Rook, you were here. And we're still here.
Yes.
Thank you. Just thank you.
Daughters. What a way to make an entrance
You
to this
think Warden
merchant.
Antoine is chatty? Give him half a glass of wine, he switches to Orlesian though, which I don't speak.
Huh. There are so many people in this sick man's home, or in this injured man's home. Hello.
Warden Beckett's alive, thanks to you. He just, needs some time.
Makes sense.
Need something? Take care.
Are you okay?
Yeah. If you're not dead, you're alive, right?
So we are.
So they are. Alright. Going.
Get ready.
Oh.
Nice one.
Got him.
One for us.
Big old door.
There's definitely something in here. Something wrong.
Right. Okay. Tell us if we're getting close.
Doesn't let me up yet. Sense immediately what's wrong here. There's all these broken barrels and crates. That's what's wrong. Hmm.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier.
We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
Wildfire, not dark spot.
Litterer? Yep. Someone's littering all over the place, leaving their crates and barrels everywhere. Hey, buddy.
Gotta move.
Great hit, Rook.
Explosion.
Right. Better move before more Darkspawn show up.
So close.
One for us.
The ledge. Vantage point for taking out the tendrils.
Yes.
A ballista.
Never turn down one of those.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
Right. The Blight Eruption. Oh.
What is... Is that the Blight Eruption?
It's huge.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Damn it!
Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The blight's spreading. We need to stop it.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Davrin, what's happening?
The eruption's not happy. Just keep fighting. We're not falling to
They're aiming for us.
Watch out! On your left!
Keep going.
We won't give in.
That had to hurt. Get out of there.
No problem.
Well, that's a relief.
This is it. Let's get that eruption. All right. We strike, and the whole thing goes up.
Burn it all. Burn. Burn.
All right. Time to destroy this thing.
That did not look like it was supposed to. Fwee fwee. The shorter quest.
Follow me and don't recall the bones beneath the creek.
That's the chorus? The tune sounded so sweet.
Says the traveller before he's lured off the path.
And never comes back.
Why do I spend time with you?
What was that?
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Aww.
Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption, the blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
A battle for the edge. It's barely anything. We gotta play it up.
There's a story to get people's attention. I'll tell it at every campfire.
A little bragging is good for you, right?
I want stories about your fight later.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Look at you, out here with the flowers and a moment alone that I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Evka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry, I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
You're dealing with a lot of questions. Really big questions. I'd be a mess.
Chasing gods, living in the Fade, that doesn't raise big questions?
It does, and my point stands.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
Which gave me a warning for trying to call them gay.
They can.
Look at this straight couple.
I'll
So
leave
gay.
you two alone with the flowers and this sweet moment I didn't interrupt.
It's fine, I promise. Are you worried we don't go on dates? Because we do.
No, he's just trying to show up.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Bird watching. Look at Davrin just like squatting over there. Beep bloop. Blight eruption was destroyed, and its hold on the Hosberg wetlands is over. While it will take time for the rest of the blight to recede, there's hope life will return once more. Though uncertain about what the future holds, Evka and Antoine are optimistic for what comes next. Level 50.
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah.
Maximum level
Pushing
reach.
back the blight? It's possible.
I'm so glad we saw this. I can't wait to tell Tosh they like Lavendel.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's level 10 now. Excellent. Also gains deflect. Gains precision. Very nice. Okay. So, that gone, can we now access these two bits?
Trouble scouted.
Yes. Yeah, they are. Like, where they at?
Clear the area.
Gotta move.
Range incoming. Way to get it done.
Still alive? Still alive.
I was literally just testing here. Aw. One of these. More flowers. Interesting that we can pick them up unprompted. I wonder if this is going to be the same thing.
Take it to them.
Nice, Rook.
Keep that up, Rook. You have to move.
Phew.
Another one. More flowers. I'm supposed to be collecting those for something. Stillness. Don't breathe, and your target will never breathe again. Minus 50% ranged attack damage, plus 300% weapon weak point damage. Let me see what it looks like. Kind of spooky. Give me my face. Not the one. Those were the last 3 chests that I needed here. Yup. Yippee! Still alive. Rook, what you've done for Lavendel, I thought I should thank you, but now I'm writing this and can't find the words. Our village is no stranger to bad luck and unfortunate occurrence. Somehow, part of it always stays standing, but that doesn't mean the people always survive with it. Yet so many of us are still here. It's because of you and Evka and Antoine never saw us as a lost cause. This is the Anderfels. If you aren't dead, then you're still alive. I may have a warden's lifespan, whatever that means now, but I'm still alive. Every day I see more flowers returning. Oscar taught me how to use them to help others. I'll make sure his lessons live on. Sincerely, Flynn. Nice. Nice.
Do you think more spirits could ever become elves?
As our world changes over the ages, so do the Fade's inhabitants. I suspect they'd look quite different.
So not, say, elves with wings, like a bird's or a bat's?
It seems unlikely.
Hey, I'm glad you got her back. Katerina.
About your mother.
Hey, don't. You helped your grandmother. She's proud of you.
Not that she'd ever show it. Your mother was proud of you too.
She knew who I am.
Awesome.
Hey, Davrin, want a snack?
Harding, I mean this in the kindest, most respectful way possible. No.
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
Harding. What did you make? What did you make to cause that reaction, Harding? What have you done? What did you do to this poor man? What did you subject him to?
Haley is gone, but she caused a lot of damage before she went. It'll take time to pick up the pieces.
Indeed. Alright. Hello, Azan. My little buddy. My little son. My boy. Wait, Manfred's not up at his rock, paper, scissors perch. Manfred, studying magic.
Yes, yes. We've been through this. How articulate.
Yeah, you fucking tell her. You tell her, Manfred. Lay on to her. Tear her to pieces. Legacies and Legends. For the love of Treviso. Got one more thing here. Alright, which one is which? First, to return the Cobble Swan leads to learning more about Solus's relationship with the Inquisition. Inquisitor has likely already heard about the team rescuing the Dalish from Elgranad and wants to meet again to learn more about the fight against the gods. Message from the Crow leads to the team uncovering a secret that's been poisoning Treviso. Are we finally gonna take care of that like on Tom provisional governor? Crows and their fight against the Butcher may be key to finding the location of the gods and where they're staging their next ritual. The team must speak with Tan. Yeah, okay, this seems like the less important one, so we're gonna do this. It's not less important, but like, you know, less dire, and we'll bring Harding with us, because Harding's literally part of the Inquisition. Also check to see how the market's doing. If there's anything new. God, I must have so much art.
Feel free to browse.
Urlock's helmet.
We'll get you something just right.
I see that, and I still have my mask on. That shit up.
You should open in a new location, they always say. Yeah, fools! I am only open in ancient, unspeakable locations.
So many fucking things here. Actually, is this all just stuff that I haven't fully upgraded yet? Scrying orb. Tyrannical in this orb, a tyrannical magister and an exacting shadow dragon battle forevermore. Traditional Avar throne hewn from the roots of a giant tree. Snake skin. Privateer's veil. Artificer's plated head wrap. Indeed. Your chairs. This place. A guy just dying right out there. Oh, it's this place. Wants me to go this way for some.
Sonia back on stage. Where to see her and who's the new friend?
New friend? You won't believe your eyes. Figure the feats of magical player. Helvia. Inquisitor. Time to hear about the ship.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor.
She chilling.
It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Wife mentioned. I knew you were gonna be like speaking up in a chat like, that's my wife. My wife was mentioned.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the Veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes, that I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
He's not good for you. Yo, we can end the ship, dude. It's so much better when your Inquisitor has actually dated Solus. I'm wondering what this scene is like if you hadn't romanced Solus in the previous game. You can fix him.
One thing I've learned in this job is that the people I need the most are people who can tell me when I'm wrong.
We all need that sometimes.
It sounds like that's what you were for Solus. If the two of you were better people together and you were happy too...
I was.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Davrin.
Yo, she's already heard the gossip?
Who... How...
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Oh, of course she does.
Yo, we're just like drinking that tea. Each other, that romantic tea. Go, wife. Ratting me out. Morgan out here being a fucking voyeur. Like a romantic voyeur. Ah. Notes from the Inquisition. Vinan, I do not know if you will see these words. My ritual is ready and will soon be set in motion. Perhaps when you read this, the world will be as it once was, and you will see why all I did was necessary. I cannot ask your forgiveness, but I hope you come to understand. That night in Crestwood Wood, when I shared the truth about your Valasleen, you do not know how close I came to breaking. I could have shared the truth, or even put my plans aside and simply stayed with you as Solus, as I wanted. I regret the pain I caused you. What I feel for you will never change. The note is unsigned, but the handwriting is Solus's. That's a quick little quest. Locked door. Locked door. That was Alia's thing. I'm like missing 3 chests. Bothering me. Definitely not gonna look up the chest location. Definitely not what I'm doing. Absolutely not. No maps. What the fuck? What the hecky? Mm-hmm. Okay. Go that way. And it's one of a puzzle.
There's a problem.
Here we go.
We're under fire.
Got him good, Rook.
Is that the last of them?
Yeah.
We've got company.
Coming at range.
Got us in the distance.
They're shooting for us.
Now it's your turn.
Come on, buddy.
Excellent form, Rook.
Move quick.
Stop that.
You got him.
Still standing. Not bad.
Page from Explorer's Journal. I've been trying to understand these statues and the secrets they hide. Gerhel was convinced there was some way to solve them. He may be right, but now he's dead. Whatever they are, they're dangerous.
Looks like there's a mystery here to solve.
Unfortunately, while looking through this, it's all the answer to this puzzle.
This must be one of the statues mentioned in that journal. Let's see if we can figure this out. It's another one of those statues.
I just didn't even see that one. Tree.
Looks like we found another statue.
Oh. Alright. Ah, here we go. Whoopsie.
Watch out, the demon.
Where'd he come from?
The statue.
Don't just stand there.
Chill out.
Right on him.
I have a conspiracy. Yeah.
So that's the mystery of the statues? A deep demon?
Or a trap. And the statues were the bait.
Why?
Going off the age of the statues, could have been part of the war with Tevinter.
You might be right. The elves tricked the enemy into thinking the statues pointed to treasure or relics, and then, bam, the demon smacked them in the face. They booby-trapped Arlathan.
I mean, there is a treasure here, though. Yippee! One day, my mother takes my dog to the vet, and they do a small exam on her, but from the day on, she hasn't been able to walk properly. Okay. It's like a botch thingy. And a fatty tumor has been growing out of the same area. Mm-hmm. We got that one. Now this one's 100. And we got one here. Okay. And it was like a switch was flipped and she couldn't walk anymore. That give my dog a tumor and injure her? Probably didn't give the tumor. And it was like his that switched. Sorry to hear that. My dogs who passed a couple of years ago also had a tumor like on her leg. It was sad. A nice community that vets are purposely injuring animals to convince you they need operations so they get money. I mean, I can definitely believe that, honestly. Capitalism and all that. Apparently. Be somewhere up this way. Right there. Look at them digging. Strong arm. I mean, skeletons.
So after crossing paths in the deep roads, you kept in touch with Evka and Antoine?
Yeah, we trade letters every few months. One time, Antoine sent a diagram for some kind of automatic door he was developing based on springs.
Yo?
It chimed when it closed, so you wouldn't get stuck. He can be a little unorthodox.
Aren't we all?
Or they sick and take pleasure in injuring animals. That would be messed up. Vets are sick. Evil. Evil. I like, you know, sometimes a surgery just doesn't go well. Or they'll be like, I don't have the training to address this problem. Good luck.
I told you no one would find us here, love. And my cousin has already booked us passage.
Orlais.
Oh, it's
it
these
would be
two.
easy to get lost there. Find a place just for us.
Sable, I cannot wait.
Yes, someplace away from staring skeletons would be... But your cousin is kind to have us here.
I wonder if the skeletons ship it. Vets and doctors are sick. App now going on a all traditional natural remedy. What is this guy doing? And he's doing it while squatting. Make him. Cav's becoming an RFK, man. Yeah, good shot. Oh no. Oh no. Now we look for Dogtown. Okie dokie. Map. a guide, like a map of the full, like just a map of the full map, you know? Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. At that corner. Yeah. Or we got that one. And this guy is. I need like a full fucking. No. Loot, find and loot, find, let us find some loot. Okay. Damn it, people. Give me a fucking map of the town. There we go. Jesus. A bit of the map missing on this, but I've already got it. Oh. Apparently it's somewhere. Or it could be there. Apparently it's nearby. Can't go that way. Kind of like about here on the map. I'm hoping that's not a free... getting fucked thing. I think I might have to go there if I can even... But it looks like it's like around here. Is up. Might be locked. Let's see. I definitely think. I don't think I can get that one. That's sad. The image I'm looking at. Actually, the image I'm looking at. Is the image I'm looking at. Like right there. And it's a lyrium chest too. Okay. Okay. Yo. Josh talks those guys with the sickles. I'm trying to figure out what the Venatori with the sickles are doing. They're fighting weird, swinging them almost like axes, but the sickle's blade doesn't face outward like an axe blade does. Sickle blade faces down perpendicular to the handle. You'd swing it to chop down more or hook onto something if you were trying to catch, hold, and then climb. An expert would snap their wrist back right as they connected so that the blades twist along the point of impact. That's how you cut through stuff cleanly with a single slice. These guys are clearly trained, so why fight that way? Update, talk with Nev. Because they aren't trying to get quick kills, they're trying to make bleeding wounds. The weapons are enchanted. They use blood magic to do their fancy vanishing and jumping around tricks. Assholes. Alright. So. We're following a guide. Here. To check all of them. Probably gonna be the rest of the stream. Loot fun, loot fun. Let's find some loot. Hell yeah. Hello? One was apparently here that I think I've already found. Another one is in the Black Emporium, which I'm pretty sure I've already found. Game's audio isn't playing on stream though. Oh, that's why I'm on monitor mode. Fixed.
I've had heroes visit the Emporium before, you know. There is no discount for thwarting the wiles of evil.
Fixed. Alright. I'm also just like having in it. Master. I do not know the path.
That's a problem.
We'll see who ends this.
Move, move! Making the rest of us look bad, Rook. With Algernon and Gillenane being... I mean... Is it hard to...
If you ask the question, maybe I can answer it.
They're Tevinter gods. Or they were. Or something. Does that bother you?
Only if they get their way.
definitely gotten this one. The warehouses. This way. People are here now.
With Aelia gone, the threads are reclaiming businesses disrupted by her Venatori.
Hey, one we haven't gotten. Back with the Shadow Friends, where our message first found you. Oops. Airhouse. This building. Looks like I might have already gotten it. Check around the back just in case. That area is still open. Nice. Okay, yeah. Already got this one. Here. Already gotten. For training them. That there before? You have many friends, seen and unseen. Both will help in their way.
I guess we impressed them, or whoever sent the messages. But was it a game? A test?
No one knows who makes the candle hops in Minrathous. The closest I got to a lead ended in a burnt-out building. Unless the closest I got is now.
A mysterious candle hop maker. That can't be who started this, can it?
One moment of victory. A scrying orb frozen in the moment that marked both a Magister's plan to crush rebellion and the instant a Shadow Dragon stopped his art, and so they fight on. The Candle Hop Maker. Letter derived via Candle Hop. Friends from the lighthouse, friends to us. Shall we help your friends too? Candle hops are on your side, except the one who got away. Don't trust that one. Not talking about the one that got possessed by a demon. Additional notes from Nev. Precise script, unusually uniform, matches just one sample. Last time I chased the Candlehop's origins, it led to a burnt-out building and a scrap of paper. Didn't say anything useful, but the violet ink, that matches these notes too. Follow the ink. Best contacts and forgery turned up nothing. Best source in conspiracy. Can't get me a vague description of their maker. Tall, short, 3 cats and in a cloak. Nothing. Can't say they aren't sticking to their bid for friendship, minus the one they don't trust. The information they've brought the Shadow Dragons is saving lives already. We'll keep an eye on them. Yippee! Reptile Recur. Death drips off the Serpentine Bow. +6 maximum necrosis stacks. Necrosis damage minus 50%. This weapon applies necrosis on hit. But like half as much. Like less than half as much. Yeah. Use it. Got a bit of a necrosis build going on. That is now every chest. Let's go. $813. One sounds like it'll probably be a long one. Radio is a type of light. Message from the front, the coming storm. Rook, thank you for meeting with me again. There are precious few in this world who understand the particular burdens people like us carry, and while I don't imagine either of us begrudge our responsibilities, sometimes just knowing that someone else understands can lift that weight. Much as you hold your own people together through what must often seem like sheer force of will, so too must I keep the fragile alliance with the South alive. Even though I was gone for only a brief sojourn to speak to you, I returned to no small amount of chaos that I needed to spend time repairing. In my last letter, I said that it felt like the calm before the storm, and it still does. The blight continues to creep forward, slowly but inexorably, and we've seen very little of the Darkspawn even as the corruption claims more and more of our lands. We've had more success to the west, where we've won several battles against the Venatori, and to the north, little trace remains of the Antam dreadnoughts at the mouth of the Waking Sea. Still, the storm is building. We can all feel it. There's a tension in the air, and before we know it, the winds will howl and the thunder roll. Until then, we wait. We ready ourselves, and when the time comes, we will stand firm against the gathering darkness. Yours, the Inquisitor. Radio is a type of light. Is it? Never.
Where was that book on wisps? I know I saw it.
A wisp probably took it.
So you're a skull now?
I refuse to explain my condition yet again to one of Volkaran's roommates.
I have my own room. Hey, is a skull still called a corpse when you're just a skull? Okay, I'll ask Emmerich.
Got a phone call. Probably won't be back by stream end. Have a good night, Ryder. Thank you for streams. Yeah, we're gonna be ending in like 15 minutes. Maybe even earlier, honestly. Probably after I get through these interactions. Then I'll take a shower, take a nap, and then we'll be back for Monster Hunter. Probably.
So, the other griffins, you decided what to do with them, right?
Yeah, they'll be happier in the forest. And who knows? Maybe they'll drop in if we need them.
Right. Oh, that's great. But just to be sure, you didn't find an extra one, did you?
But Lara, you can't have a griffin.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to.
We have a son. You don't need another griffin.
I've wondered something, Harding. Might your lifespan be extended, bound to the Titans as you now are?
Nev said the same thing. Do you really think so?
If it's true, you've a good name among the Watchers if you need company in eternity.
Thanks. And if I'm an immortal rock lady, I promise I'll check in on Manfred.
Oh, would you? Well, thank you.
That's kind of wholesome.
Let me know when you want something killed.
Well. Now we're probably gonna go kill the butcher. I'm pretty sure all of that is coffee. Like, I'm not pretty sure, I'm certain of it.
Hi there, boy.
Alright. One last thing. Manfred. You and your billowing cloak. Or coattails. Okay. 1-to-1. Neck and neck. Okay, okay. 2-to-1. Go. 2-to-2. Come on, Rook. He only ever throws paper. Rook. One day Rook will notice. One day.
Need
Could have
and
been using this. Enchant. And defense. That. The mouse. That. Speed damage. Cool ability demo. Already has a thing on it. Okay. Area ability damage. Good. Hip fire damage. Then down. Armor. Oh, you can enchant their stuff. Detonations remove bleeding and deal physical damage area. I mean, is it like proportional to the number of stacks of bleeding and necrosis you have? Barrier. Down. Fade touched enemy. Bad spot. 25% armor damage? Like dark spawn enemies. Honestly. Oh, they all don't have like their own unique ones. Incoming demons or undead enemy. Murder. Juice. Stag. Out. Assuming even can. Oh, too poor. Just slightly too poor. Save the game, and we shall end this here for tonight.